Hi, it's Rogue, and I can't believe that the majority of you voted for knowing about my secret p100 instead of a Great Unbound Legion video. I do have a Great Unbound Legion video, and you will get it, whether you like it or not. But I just wanted to ramble a little bit about the state of Dead by Daylight right now. And yeah, also my secret p100, why not? So first of all, Springtrap just came in the PTB, and I think it's a great killer. It's one of their best designs ever, and probably the first killer I've liked since Dracula. It's great. It's easy to play if you just want to start playing, but I also think it has a very, very high skill ceiling that depends on the use you make of the hatchet, and the add-ons make the gameplay experience very different depending on how you combine them. Perks can synergize with this power greatly. You can give it undetectable, you can get a Scourgeoke build, you can literally you can do everything you want with this killer. You can even just play it as an M1. You just drop the hatchet, do whatever. You're just Trapper in a bunny suit. I like it. I am also deeply unsettled by the concept of an animatronic. Like the fact that someone was like, well, you know what? In order to save money, instead of getting like a person dressed in a costume to interact with my customers, I'm just gonna put metal pieces and gears inside the bunny suit and have that interact with my customers. And the parents of children were like, yeah, that seems like the best idea ever. No, that does not. That does not. And I have not researched about like the death rate by animatronic, but it scares me. Also, if you can hear the birds outside, there are birds. I hope you enjoy the background, because I kind of like them. And when I try to make a more professional video where I'm just explaining things or playing, I try to pick a moment of the day where they are not chirping, but I actually kind of like the birds. So if you're hearing them, well, chirp, I guess. And yeah, the concept of animatronic is yeah, it's like that. It's also the concept of like carousels in general. What I don't trust that people are maintaining this stuff correctly. If I had children, I would never ever put them on one of those or in the proximity of an animatronic. Like, I am surprised that something like Springtrap did not happen IRL, because it's huge mechanical pieces moving near the heads of very small children. What? Anyway. Yeah, the animatronic is terrifying as a concept, and it's jump scary, and it's super well implemented. And I think that the entire aesthetic of this chapter is the best. The doors, and you can get grabbed, and the animations. It's so good. It's so good. It's so deep. There's so much. And it leaves you wondering what would have been of Dead by Daylight if every killer was touched up with all this quality that we have now. They're never gonna do that, of course, but the voice lines, the sounds, the mechanics, like imagine if Legion could do more than that would be so good. But yeah, I guess we'll never know. 2v8 also. 2v8 is just over, and this is the first iteration in which I never ever played the killer, not even once. Everyone was playing killer during 2v8 because, well, Oni was breaking the game, and no matter who you paired him to with, it was game breaking. The point of Oni is that he has the strongest power in the game, but it's really hard to get because people are gonna play very safe against him. They're gonna heal immediately, or if they have to stay injured, they're gonna do a dungeon like super remote. But well, no matter who you pair him with, and people were saying, oh, but it's Legion plus Oni that breaks the game. No, plus anyone that can get a hit reasonably fast, whether it be Spirit, whether it be Wraith, whatever, it just breaks the game. I have played so many miserable games against Onis, so even playing Survivor in 2v8 was not that enticing to me. It was not that fun. Honestly, this is the version of 2v8 that I least enjoyed. I didn't even get to try Ghostface or whatever. And for killer, it felt like if you were playing anything except Oni and another killer, whatever, you are literally throwing. I have escaped so little games where there was an Oni, and so many games where there was literally any other combination. Legion plus whatever, Nurse plus whatever, Blight plus, I mean, Blight is pretty weak, but I have escaped mostly against other killers except for Oni, because I think Oni fundamentally breaks the base of 2v8, which is two killers with different powers that don't really synergize with each other. Because if you get two killers, any two killers, right, in the roster that is in 2v8, their power does not synergize that well. Yes, you can make it work maybe with some strategy, but mostly it doesn't really work that much. You get like, I don't know, a Legion and a Huntress. Yes, if the Huntress is insane, sure, but how many ultra insane Huntresses do you know in your servers? I know like 6 and you're probably not gonna get them in a row. But if Oni has the power the entire time, especially with the new turn rate, I think anyone can do that. So yeah, that was super annoying, and I really did not like this 2v8, which is sad because I like 2v8. I take it as a chance to do the hardest challenges from the archives. And speaking of that, I am a little bit sad that the archives will be gone, because they will be gone at some point. It's not just that I'm trying to get as many blood points from them as possible. I like that. I wish that the challenges were a little bit easier, or that they could be done all at the same time, like the current quests, so that if you cleanse like a totem, it cleanses one totem for every challenge in the archives that has a totem to cleanse. But I like the mechanic. I like the fact that they were connected to the lore. I mean, I've already said this, so I'm not gonna repeat myself, but even if time has passed, I'm still not happy that they're gonna be gone. As for the quests, I'm really liking them. I think it's a great system, especially for new players. It makes the grind way more bearable. As I told you, I haven't played a lot of 2v8 either, because Survivor was miserable and Killer was impossible. But I am tier like 63, 65 in the Rift. I am so far away in the Rift. It's really helpful for the grind and for new players. I just wish they removed perk tiers and they just unlocked all the slots in a character from the very get-go with the perks for the character already tier 3, because other tiers would not exist. That would help new players a lot. Like, you already paid for the character, why do you also have to grind on top of that? That's weird. Anniversary is coming, and am I sad that it's gonna be the last masquerade? No. I have a bone to pick with the Twisted Masquerade, and that is that my babies, Jeff and Michaela, got the worst masks ever. Jeff in particular seems like like a furry, an exponent of the furry community, which nothing against furries, but I mean, it was to represent his love for dogs, and now it seems to represent his love for dogs a little bit too much, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope the next team is gonna be a little bit better, because I no. Anyway, I am looking forward for the anniversary. I think like the party palettes are super fun, and it's usually a very fun time of the year to play DBD, to grind, to get cakes. I wish you could share at least the cakes, at least the blow point offerings between all the inventories of your killers and your survivors, and maybe the actual party streamers and the actual anniversary cakes between everyone. For example, right now, I am particularly enjoying playing Adam Francis, and I don't have cakes on him because I've never grinded him during an anniversary. So I feel compelled to actually play Jeff and Michaela because I have cakes on them. And last but not least, for the Secret p100, yes, I am grinding another killer to p100. I have found finally a killer that I like enough to be brought to p100. I like playing basically every killer, but I wanted to play one that was really satisfying for me no matter how the match went, which is how I feel for Legion, and I have found one. And I mean, it's been a while. I have been grinding for a while now, basically since the moment I was like, yeah, that's it, this is the killer. It's gonna be ready soon. And that killer is currently P87. I don't feel nearly as good as the P100s of this killer that I look up to, but I guess you have to start somewhere. You can guess if you want. I've already done like a little game of guessing with my friends, and I can give you the same hints that I gave them. It's a female killer, so the bets are open. If you guess, I get like 1 guess per person. You get a dedicated clip from this killer. Anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings and see you in the fog.